What happens on TV doesn't always stay on TV. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today, we're counting down our picks for the top 20 TV segments that broke the internet.
It's over 9,000! 9,000?! There's no way that could be right!
For this list, we'll be looking at segments that were originally part of TV shows, award shows, TV specials, and news broadcasts that found an even bigger life on their own through online sharing. We're including segments that originated as part of broadcast and cable TV, but also those that got their start on TV shows exclusive to streaming services. Number 20, Tom Hanks reacts to Ricky Gervais, 77th Annual Golden Globe Awards. When Ricky Gervais hosts the Golden Globes, Hollywood holds its collective breath.
I came here in a limo tonight and the license plate was made by Felicity Huffman. So, no, shush.
The comedian is known for pulling no punches when mocking the Tinseltown elite to their faces. It was no different when he hosted for a record 5th and supposedly last time in 2020. As Gervais delivered his monologue, the camera caught various celebrities reacting.
Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. The Hollywood foreign press are all very, very racist. So, 5th time. So...
Tom Hanks seemed to be showing that he was not so subtly repressing disgust, or at least unease, something most people in the room were probably feeling. This wasn't lost on people on Twitter, who turned the legendary actor's scrunched face into a meme almost instantly. Number 19, Winona Ryder reacts at the SAG Awards, 23rd Screen Actors Guild Awards. When Stranger Things won a SAG Award for Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in a Drama Series, all eyes in the room were on David Harbour as he gave a passionate acceptance speech against bullying and toxic culture.
It's difficult to celebrate the already celebrated Stranger Things.
Viewers at home, though, couldn't help but be drawn to his co-star Winona Ryder's reactions. Her eye movements and hand gestures ranged from confusion to approval, whether she was reacting to what Harbour was saying, and as one observer noted in The Verge, going through the stages of becoming an ally is not clear. But what is certain is that this moment was meme-worthy right out of the gate.
We are all together on this horrible, painful, joyous, exciting, and mysterious ride that is being alive.
Number 18, Woman Yells at Cat, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. While the journey from TV segment to internet fame is usually a short one, and sometimes almost instantaneous, sometimes it can take close to a decade.
I'm not here. She's judging me. No, you stop. No, I do.
In a 2011 episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, cast member Taylor Armstrong broke down during an argument and started pointing as Kyle Richards tried to talk her down. The Daily Mail used a still from the breakdown in its review of the episode, and in 2019, Twitter user @MissingEgirl paired that image first posted on Tumblr the previous year of a cat sitting in front of a plate of vegetables. From that, a famous meme was born. Number 17, Lip Sync Battle with Emma Stone, The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon.
I'm here with my pal Emma Stone right here. Oh my goodness.
When Jimmy Fallon took over The Tonight Show, he turned the entity into a viral video factory. For instance, when the host and Justin Timberlake went #crazy, or when Daniel Radcliffe proved his rapping credentials, the internet went crazy. But it was Emma Stone's complete and total commitment to lip syncing that was truly beloved. Watching her mime along to Blues Traveler was fun, but it was her exaggerated gestures and facial expressions during DJ Khaled's All I Do Is Win that absolutely won our hearts once we were able to share it far and wide and watch it together online. Number 16, Tommy Wiseau stands on stage at the Golden Globes, 75th Golden Globe Awards.
And the Golden Globe goes to James Franco.
Tommy Wiseau isn't someone you'd expect to see on an award show stage, unless it was at the Razzies. In 2018, though, the writer, director, and star of the So Bad It's classic film The Room did appear at the Golden Globes.
First person I have to thank is the man himself, Tommy Wiseau. Come on up here, Tommy.
James Franco, who won Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy for playing him in The Disaster Artist, invited Wiseau up on stage, then promptly stopped him from taking the mic. Twitter exploded at the strange sight, but also wondered just what Wiseau had wanted to say to the audience. He later said he would have started with a line from The Room and then plugged his film.
If a lot of people love each other, the world would be a better place to live.
Number 15, Net Neutrality, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. John Oliver's segments are built to be shared online, and you only have to look to his 2020 take on police brutality to see a prime example. They also frequently cause people to take action online, starting with his plea from Last Week Tonight's first season for viewers to help save net neutrality.
We need you to channel that anger, that badly spelled bile that you normally reserve for unforgivable attacks on actresses you seem to think have put on weight.
After hilariously laying out the case that this will save the internet, Oliver called on not just his supporters, but even his trolls to let the FCC know how they felt.
We need you to get out there and for once in your lives, focus your indiscriminate rage in a useful direction.
While this figuratively broke the internet, it also quite literally broke the FCC's website servers. At least for a little while. Number 14, Best Cry Ever, Intervention.
I still love you.
Following addicted participants who are expected to undergo an intervention orchestrated by people close to them, this A&D series is still going strong today, airing its 21st season starting in mid-2020. Intervention is arguably the ultimate example of the reality TV genre, as it allows audiences to witness people hitting rock bottom and then showcase their unpredictable reactions. One thing we know for certain, though, is that the cries of anguish that came out of this grown man's mouth were unlike anything we'd ever seen. And that's what made them entirely unforgettable. Then when the internet took this clip and ran with it, it gifted us with a remixed version that is, quite frankly, nothing short of extraordinary. Number 13, Lie Witness News, Coachella 2013, Jimmy Kimmel Live.
In tonight's special Coachella edition of Lie Witness News.
Whatever it is that makes us care so much about how others perceive us that we feign knowledge of things we are totally ignorant of, Jimmy Kimmel Live knew exactly how to turn it into entertainment. Coachella can be described as the home of wonderful music and a bevy of people whose greatest desire is to be cool. Knowing this, the late-night talk show sent an interviewer and camera crew to the Music and Arts Festival, where they asked concert-goers for their opinions on acts that do not exist.
Have you heard of Shorty Jizzle and the Plumber Cracks?
Yep.
What do you like about them? Like how raw they are?
Yeah, they're really unique.
One after another, these misled wannabes professed either appreciation for or at least some level of knowledge of them.
Are you guys as excited as I am about the obesity epidemic?
I just like their whole style, like their whole genre is just great. They're kind of like very like innovative and they're new.
Number 12. Apparently this kid is awesome. Steals the show during interview. WNEP-TV.
I've never been on live television before.
Nobody could have possibly realized what would have happened when this child was plucked out of obscurity by Newswatch 16's Sophia Ojeda at the Wayne County Fair, but we're certainly glad it did. Asked what he thought of one of the rides, the little boy named Noah instead opted to rant about his live television debut. While doing so, he peppered what seemed like every second sentence with the word apparently.
Yeah, and apparently I only went down the super slide. When I went down the one, I was scared half to death.
Completely adorable and funny in the best ways, Noah's newfound fame landed him appearances on The Ellen Show and apparently a place on our list.
And the word apparently is your favorite word, isn't it?
Yeah, but I got over it now.
Number 11, South Carolina answers a question. Miss Teen USA 2007.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
Pageants are a cultural phenomenon that have also become a lightning rod for controversy over the last few decades. This is due to the fact that women and girls have increasingly been prized more for who they are than how they look. One particular reason that such competitions are increasingly dismissed is the perception that the contestants, though beautiful, are not the most intelligent people on the planet. And for those people, this clip seemed to be confirmation of that.
Because some people out there in our nation don't have that.
When asked a question about the current state of education, Miss South Carolina's incoherent, fumbling answer soon transformed into a thing of internet legend.
our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries. So we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
Number 10, Coffee Cup, Game of Thrones. Given how much Game of Thrones has shaped our culture in the 2010s, it's surprising that the most talked about and shared moment of the hit fantasy series' final season was an accidental one.
Most people get bloody murdered. They stay that way. Not this one.
I didn't have much say in that.
We could have brought up the plastic water bottle that made its way into the finale, but decided on the now infamous modern coffee cup that showed up on the table during the Winterfell banquet scene. After eagle-eyed viewers pointed it out, HBO admitted the mistake and removed it from the episode, but the cup talk continued, and the series stars even got involved.
We all have the same cups for all of our water and tea and everything, so I'm gonna just go with, look who it's placed in front.
Sophie Turner blamed co-star Emilia Clarke for the error, before Clarke turned the blame on Conleth Hill.
He admitted
It was his. It was Conleth's coffee cup. He said so. He's like, I think it was. I'm sorry, darling. I didn't want to say anything because it seemed, the heat was very much on you. And I was like, what? What?
Number 9, Steve Harvey announces the wrong winner, 64th Miss Universe. When Steve Harvey hosted the Miss Universe pageant in 2015, he most certainly left an impression.
Colombia!
Instead of announcing Miss Colombia, Ariadna Gutierrez as the first runner-up and Miss Philippines, Pia Wurtzbach as the winner, Harvey mistakenly named Colombia the new Miss Universe. After being told of the error backstage, Harvey corrected it on TV 4 minutes later.
Miss Universe 2015 is Philippines.
But the damage was already done to both the contestants and Harvey's reputation. The clip was shared countless times, and Harvey became a meme announcing the wrong winner in everything from sporting events to politics. His career would survive this incident, but for a while, Steve Harvey was synonymous with getting things wrong.
And then the guy said, what are we gonna do? And the guy said, we'll straighten it out in the media tomorrow. And I said, nah, man, I'm gonna go do it now. And I walked out there.
Number 8, The Lonely Island's digital short with Akon, Saturday Night Live. When Andy Samberg became the main force behind the digital short segments on Saturday Night Live, audiences were gifted with one amazing clip after another. With skits like The Shooting or songs like Jack Sparrow, I'm on a Boat, or Jizz in My Pants, he and his cohorts in The Lonely Island proved they were masters of the genre.
Jizz in my pants. This really never happens, you can take my word.
But one of their best efforts has to be this tune about getting down. I Just Had Sex features help from Akon and producer DJ Frank E. It's also hilariously boastful while simultaneously showing some horrendously low standards and shame in the eyes of their bedfellows. Number 7, kids interrupt live BBC World News broadcast, BBC News. Working from home has its advantages and disadvantages. When your work involves being on live TV, those disadvantages can lead to viral fame.
For the wider region, I think one of your children's just walked in. Shifting.
In 2017, Professor Robert Kelly was being interviewed live on the BBC. He may have been talking about South Korean politics, but all eyes were on his children. First, his daughter Marion, who burst into the room to visit with her dad, then his son James, who followed in a rolling chair.
I would be surprised if they do. Pardon me.
Eventually, Kelly's wife, Jung Kim, entered and retrieved the kids. While the Kellys were initially horrified, their almost immediate internet fame led to the BBC inviting the whole family back for a proper interview a few days later.
So my wife didn't actually realize that the children were in here until she saw it on the television 20 seconds after it had started. And I think that's why, right? That's why you sort of go flying down the hallway, because by then
the door's open.
Number 6, The Lonely Island's debut with Justin Timberlake, Saturday Night Live.
Hey girl, I got something real important to give you. So just sit down and listen.
When we were listing off some of The Lonely Island's greatest hits, we knew that some of you were probably blown away that we hadn't mentioned the song about boxed-in genitals. But good things come to those who wait.
Take a look inside, it's my dick in a box.
The second SNL digital short to go viral after previous hit Lazy Sunday, Dick in a Box took subjects that traditionally were far too risque for national television and, well, put them on television. And of course made them absolutely hilarious, catchy, and unforgettable in 3 easy steps. Featuring Justin Timberlake, there's no denying that the holiday track was certainly a memorable one when it comes to official debut singles by comedy troupes.
Open the box, and that's the way you do it. It's my dick in a box.
Number 5. Antoine Dodson, WAFF 48 News. The origin of this TV moment that went viral is actually quite serious: a break-in and attempted rape at the Lincoln Park housing project in Huntsville, Alabama.
Obviously, we have a rapist in Lincoln Park.
When local Huntsville TV interviewed Antoine Dodson, the victim's brother and the man who had chased the perpetrator out of the house, there was something about his response to the questions that really caught on.
So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they raping everybody out here.
The clip was shared millions of times and spawned several remixes and auto-tunes, the most notable being Bed Intruder by the Gregory Brothers. Dodson used his newfound internet fame and proceeds from Bed Intruder to raise enough money to move his family into a better neighborhood.
We're looking for you, we gon' find you, we gon' find you, so you can run and tell that, run and tell that.
Number 4. Kanye West ruins Taylor Swift's night. 26th MTV Video Music Awards. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish the list, but this incident from the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards has got to be one of the greatest internet-breaking moments of all time. Of all time!
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish.
When a belligerent Kanye West stormed the stage during Taylor Swift's Best Female Video Acceptance speech, he not only ruined Swift's night and reportedly got himself kicked out of the event, but he also unexpectedly set a precedent for how powerful Twitter could be culturally. After the night ended, MTV tried to bury the moment, but people on Twitter kept talking about it, keeping the story alive for days, weeks, years, and now over a decade. This was truly a social media first. Number 3. Ain't Nobody Got Time for That. KFOR TV.
Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop, and then I thought somebody was barbecuing.
When Kimberly Wilkins was interviewed by the Oklahoma TV station, KFOR TV, she managed to steal the focus from the subject she was being asked about thanks to her dynamic personality.
Then I ran out, I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life.
With the subject in question being a fire. Sweet Brown, as she's otherwise known, immediately caught people's attention after being asked about her apartment building going up in flames. Whether it was her pronunciation of bronchitis or her famous tagline, Sweet Brown's short clip has been viewed millions of times and has also been given the remix/auto-tune treatment. That's when you know you've made it, at least on the interwebs.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop.
Number 2. Baby Yoda drinking soup. The Mandalorian. The breakaway character of the hit Disney Plus Star Wars series The Mandalorian is clearly Baby Yoda. That's at least how the adorable puppet is known online. Technically, we're supposed to refer to the character as the child. Social media didn't just name Baby Yoda, they also made the 50-year-old kid the subject of many memes, quite a few of which involved eating. The made-up Chicky Nuggies are a frequent go-to, but the most popular GIF and meme involves Baby Yoda calmly drinking soup while watching a fight. This may actually replace Kermit the Frog drinking tea. Before we unveil our most hilarious number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Carpool Karaoke with Sir Paul McCartney, The Late Late Show with James Corden, a legend appearing in a segment designed to go viral.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly.
Ellen Page calls out hateful leadership, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, an unexpected powerful speech during an interview.
The Vice President of America wishes I didn't have the love with my wife. He wanted to ban that in Indiana. He believes in conversion therapy.
Bernie Sanders slow jams the news, The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, jamming the burn in a viral segment.
So what's your plan to bring us back to the future?
Well, let's start here. We need to enact Medicare for all.
Bill O'Reilly freaks out. Inside Edition. TV program host's off-air rant goes viral years later.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Susan Boyle competes on a British talent competition, Britain's Got Talent.
Hi, what's your name, darling?
My name is Susan Boyle.
We've all heard the expression that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but there aren't that many famous examples of that idea being embodied by a single human being. If you asked us to come up with someone that best personifies this concept, though, we'd immediately have Susan Boyle's humble visage come to our mind.
I dreamed a dream in time gone by.
You didn't expect that, did you? Did you? No.
Taking Britain's Got Talent's stage in 2009 while dressed quite modestly and welcomed by a handful of chuckles, Susan soon got the chance to unleash her vocal talents with pipes that so surpassed expectations that everyone in the audience and watching from home, either on TV or later on their computer screens, were completely and pleasantly surprised. And it also hopefully all got us thinking and reflecting on our own previous preconceptions. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.